Well, hello my beautiful Aquarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your general reading for March 2021. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading. It may not resonate for everybody, so please take what is for you and leave the rest behind. This is a general reading and not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, I'm doing things a little bit differently for the next reading, which is a Celtic cross. I've been really enjoying that energy. So I will go back to my usual way of reading in the next couple of days, but I just want to shake up the energy there for a bit, especially as we approach the snow moon, which is tomorrow, I believe. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aquarians? When I was doing a little meditation for you beforehand, the word solar kept coming up there. So perhaps the word solar means something to you right now. Perhaps you're, I don't know, installing some sort of solar panels or generating some sort of power by the sun. It could even mean that, you know, you are, in search of a sunny vacation somewhere or something, or you're moving in some way, relocating to find warmer climates. They just give me the word solar, so I feel very much like there's illumination in March for you. We have the devil, okay. We also have the Hierophant, okay. So the protagonist energy is the devil energy, Aquarius. So that is some sort of obsessive energy that perhaps you're trying to release, or it could be fear, okay, because I'm really highlighting an element here of seeing things as they really are and sort of learning that actually any fears that you may have, sort of illuminating them and seeing that actually it's just a shadow that's being cast by something that's quite innocuous, and actually it's not detrimental to your future, and it's about letting it go. So we have, it's so interesting because I was pre-shuffling earlier and similar cards came out, but they came out in a big old sort of explosive kind of how can I put that, spray, okay, knocking off this particular stone, and you know, just knocking everything in its path. And we have the unified energy, which is the Emperor. So that's planning for the future. We also have the Lovers card. So that's basically, you know, about partnerships, whether you stay or go within a partnership, the strength of two together. It's often called the Choice card. And we also have the Hermit card. So there may be some sort of energy that's within a union that you're really addressing. And you're deciding whether you want to partner up with this person or this establishment, but you've got some concerns, okay? And it looks like you may take the power back here and decide to either go solo, but it seems to be a choice right there. So let's get to the energy. I'm going to clarify this energy and then clarify the cards. One moment, please. Okay, I'm using the Good Tarot to get the details. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please clarify this reading further for my beautiful Aquarians? We have the Eight of Fire, which indicates news coming on in for you in March. Some sort of message that affects change. Okay, there'll be quite quick changes as well. Eight of Fire is about speed, action. Okay, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. We have the Queen of Air, so very sort of sharp energy, shrewd, you know, healthy boundaries, strong self-esteem, but a very good communicator. You have clarity of purpose as well there. Now, this may be someone you're not talking to at this moment in time, or someone you find is very sharp, very cutting towards you, very rigid in the way that they think. We also have love. So again, the Lovers card, okay? So there's some big choices here when it comes to love, Aquarius. They're really indicating this should I stay or should I go energy. Now, this could be to do with a relationship. It could be to do with a job, for example. So I'm just going to check the energy before I go any further, okay? We will be doing a Celtic cross there to just check it all out. Now, you may have been sort of obsessively waiting for this news, or there's some sort of news that comes on in that you've been fearful of hearing. But I feel this energy from the Devil card, which is, it's like you're trying to detach yourself. There's an awareness here that, you know, there could be some sort of fear. As you can see, the moon basically represents illusion. And we've got, you know, like a curtains here that sort of represent some sort of drama on a stage. And they're indicating here that that shadow, it looks like, you know, something very scary. So, you know, it seems quite untoward, that shadow. But actually, when you look at what is causing the shadow or the fear. Sorry, there's all of a sudden my throat chakra is really, let me see what that is. It's almost like my throat chakra is starting to sort of dry up there. And like, I mean, I had water and everything before I started the reading, but there's an energy here of maybe there's a conversation that needs to be had that has not been had, and you're a little bit scared about it or a little bit nervous about it, Aquarius. Okay, they're really highlighting here that what's causing the fear is actually just something really innocuous, something that when you look at it on its own without the shadow, it appears to be something quite normal. Okay, it appears to be something that doesn't seem so scary, but it's creating something that feels a little bit like you don't want to go near it. So I feel like you're detaching yourself from something, almost bracing yourself for something, bracing yourself perhaps even for the worst, and finding out that actually it's not as bad as you thought. But when you get the devil energy, there's an energy here of toxicity. Okay, so perhaps you're in an environment at the moment that's quite heavy energy. You know, there's a lot of obsession or control. Perhaps you're being micromanaged in some way. Maybe you're staying because of finances, but it looks like there's some sort of news that comes through that actually changes everything. The Eight of Fire is an energy of moving forward, velocity, speed, things gaining momentum, action, and change. And it's something to do with what you want to achieve there, because Wands or fire is about goals, ambition, achievements. I feel like it's very interesting, a very unique opportunity. It's allowing you to see the wood for the trees. That's what they're indicating here, is a lot of illumination. You know what, there's no bow and arrow in this picture, but they're showing me about a bow and arrow right now. So it's almost like you got your sights on something better, or you're going off to hunt for something better. But I feel like you're going to be right on point. I feel like you're prepared. Now, I don't feel like you're prepared to defend yourself, because a bow and arrow, I mean, like, I feel like you're going to target something and go and get it rather than defend. Okay, so I feel like there's ambition here to move forward. Now, we got a Hierophant here, which indicates higher learning. Okay, so there's an energy here of perhaps doing some courses online, or sort of approaching some sort of teacher or something in order to learn something. There's an energy here of some sort of secret knowledge that's being gained here. There may be a rigid system, but there's like secrets, and I don't know what that is. It's almost like there's almost like rebellion, or, you know, it feels like you're going against a trend here. You're expected to do something and you're not doing it. You're being guided to be in a certain way, and you're like, I feel like you're not doing it. I feel like you're just, it's almost like you're very much being very shrewd. You're speaking against the status quo. I'm not sure what that is now, but because the Hierophant indicates the institution that has been built. So wherever you work, or, you know, wherever you give your time to a high level of commitment, for example, I feel like there's certain expectations that have been put upon you, Aquarius, and I feel like you're surprising a lot of people here, and you're not doing exactly what you've always done. I feel like you're doing things differently, especially with that Queen of Air. There's an energy here of setting healthy boundaries, and, you know, being very organized and very shrewd in your decisions. Also, you know, communicating clearly, perhaps negotiating. And I feel like people expect you to be always a certain way, and when you're different, they all of a sudden are like, oh my gosh, Aquarius is like not doing what we usually expect. So therefore they reject it, because they want you to be the same way that you've always been. Okay, I feel very much like they expect you to stay in your lane, and you're like, no, I'm gonna drive all over the place. I'm gonna drive exactly where I want to go. Okay, so I feel like very much like there's a lot of knowledge here, a lot of wisdom. You're very self-sufficient. That's the energy. You're leading with total honesty, respect, head held high. Now, this could be a marriage as well, because the Hierophant often indicates marriage or a higher level of commitment. And I feel like you may have heard something, some sort of news comes your way that is actually nerve-wracking, and you may be confronting somebody about something that's been all under the surface, and you're getting it all out in the open. It's almost like if you felt someone was hiding something from you, or you felt like there's been some sort of toxic behavior. You're calling them out on your BS, on their BS rather. And I feel like there's a lot more respect because of it. But I feel like at first people are really shocked, okay? They're really kind of like, what is happening here? I feel also that there is an energy here of spirituality, perhaps connecting to your higher self, really trying to work out what it is that you want, and learning. So employing some sort of like gaining knowledge or apprenticeship, maybe doing courses online, trying to get a new craft so that you change your life. I feel like you're negotiating a better deal to do something that you love, or you're waiting for some sort of news to come on in to catapult you to do something that you love doing. Now they have asked me to go again on this card, on this deck, so I will, but I'm just going to address the energy that we got so far. We got the Emperor. There's something here about speaking up here, because as soon as it's almost like I'm swallowing, like I'm preparing myself with a speech. So maybe you're a public speaker, or you're preparing to have a conversation with somebody and you're trying to work out. It's almost like, you know, when you're about to say something really important, you get that sort of knot within your throat where you're like, okay, you swallow everything down, you breathe, and you're like, and now I'm ready to say what I need to say. I feel like it's very much like a very important moment is happening in March, okay, for you, Aquarius. Now, the Emperor card indicates respect, leadership, strategy, forward planning, and thinking. And the fact that you got the Emperor card and the Queen of Swords, I feel like there's a lot of kind of sharp energy, but also structure. I feel like either you're standing up to like an institution or authorities, or a person who's in a position of leadership. And I feel like this person may have been in some way a little bit ruthless towards you. I feel like you're taking the power back. I feel like you're going to be very successful. You may be moving up through the ranks to get a new job, for example. I will pull some cards on that, because the Emperor is kind of entrepreneurial energy, and you may be putting in a strategy in to sort of set up your own business and plan for the future there. You may be wondering whether you will be in a partnership doing this, or whether you should go solo and do this, because we do have that the Lovers card there, which is about partnership. We also have the Hermit card, which is a solitary energy. So it's like, how should I proceed on this? Who do I trust to be with me on this journey? Also, the energy of the Emperor. If you're dealing with a relationship, maybe you're married to somebody or have a high level commitment with somebody. The energy that we got on the board here at the moment is Aries, Libra. We've got some Taurus there. We've got some Capricorn. We've got Leo, Gemini, Virgo. So there's an energy here of, you know, two people who are trying to navigate their way through a difficult time within a relationship and just sort of hash it out all in the open. And it's almost like, should we stay? Should we go? Should we plan for the future? What have we got? Well, they're indicating there is love. Okay, so whatever it is, the bind here, whatever is keeping you in this situation, there is love. That's the indication that they're giving me. But there is a choice. And I feel like you may be taking some time out there to really think about what it is that you want, Aquarius. Because I feel like it's almost like two people either misunderstanding each other or being so rigid, so stubborn in their ways that there's a bit of a stalemate kind of energy. And I feel like you're having to take some time out to really self-evaluate what's going on and what it is that you want in this situation, okay? It's not an accident that you get the Lovers card twice in the same position, which is the unified position. So, for example, if you're talking about a job, or you may be working within a toxic environment and looking for a different opportunity to come your way to partner up with the right people, people who are soul tribe energy, who raise you up instead of micromanaging you and bringing you down. You may be deciding to set up your own business so that you can be your own boss and sort of recognize it's time to take back the power, but also lead with love in that, and the right people who are meant to help you along your journey will come into your path. There's also an energy of, relationship. If you're in a high level commitment relationship and there's difficult kind of energies, obsessive energies that are navigated at the moment, I feel like you're going to have some sort of communication, because the Eight of Wands is a communication right there. And although there's like a stalemate energy, there's like two people being very stubborn, not really addressing the emotions or the elephant in the room, really kind of standing their ground. At the deepest level, there is so much love here, but no one's kind of like, the only thing that will set you free is love. That's the energy that I'm getting. Now, that's for both a job and a relationship. You know, the only thing that will set you free is the love of what you do, or the love for the person that you have. You know, that is the only thing. Now, I'm just going to go here. They're indicating that there's a strong, solid structure here. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you confirm this energy any further? What is it you would like me to focus on for March? Three of Earth, partnerships, and the Ten of Fire. So Three of Earth indicates, you know, teamwork, solid ground, building upon foundations that's already been sort of started, and being dedicated to a collaboration. Now, this is, it's Pentacles, so, you know, that is an energy of foundations, and you know, for example, if you work with a team, you know, all of you bringing a certain skill or craftsmanship to the vicinity, to action whatever it is you do. But there's an energy here of perhaps you take on the larger part of the work, and you may feel like it's an unbalanced structure. You know, there's one who's not pulling their weight, or you feel like you're looking for something better. You're looking for the next step. You're looking for something else. You want to move on to that Four of Pentacles, something that will give you a desire for long-term security financially. So you may be looking for something else, because we have a Ten of Fire here, okay, which indicates sort of burning it all down to the ground, getting rid of old contracts, getting rid of old energy, and moving forward. Endings bringing new beginnings, okay? Now, I have to pull a card on this energy, because there's also, and I have to give it to you, Aquarius, the way that I'm getting it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it in any way. If you're in a relationship and, you know, you have suspected that although there is love here, there may be third-party interference, you may be deciding to walk away from this, or it's on the table as a decision, because the Ten of Fire indicates an ending, okay? There's a lot of stress, a lot of burdens, and I feel like it's almost like the music that was, because this is all sheets of music, it's almost like you're burning it all, and you're just, you know, there's a fire here, and you may be like, they're giving me this song, I didn't start the fire. Wow, what a lyric. I didn't start the fire. So maybe this person that you're dealing with did this. So I'm going to quickly clarify that energy before we go into a Celtic cross. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Now, by third-party interference, I don't mean that this person was cheating on you. It could be that, you know, they've listened to a sibling or a mother-type figure or a father-type figure who's interfered in the relationship in some way. It doesn't have to be someone, you know, has been sleeping around with someone else. It doesn't have to be that, okay? Look at that. We got Eight of Cups here, emotionally withdrawing from the situation. Okay, this is an energy here of it's not emotionally fulfilling. So they're indicating, for me right now, they're showing me the moon face is really sad. So whatever got revealed here, whatever the illusion was, you know, it's almost like it's not as scary as you thought it would be, but at the same time it's revealed something that maybe has made you gone silent on this person, like they didn't step up to the plate. Like, you know, that maybe you're both just different people and it's not going to work out unless there's change. And if this person, there's a lot of strong individuality within this reading. And I feel like there's like stalemate kind of energy. Okay. The Temperance in reverse, the Lovers, and the Four of Cups in the upright. So there's, again, they're giving the same message. So it seems to be about partnerships, you know, and walking away from anything that is not emotionally serving you or hasn't got a purpose, that, you know, for example, it's not what you're working towards, so why should you continue? Okay, now that's whether you're in a job situation or a romantic situation. This is a general reading, so it's bringing out all the energy. Spirit gets a chance to talk about whatever they want. I will be doing a more focused love reading and a more focused career reading separately in the next couple of days. We have the Temperance card in reverse, which indicates, you know, there is some sort of competition or frustration in this situation that's led to excess or imbalance. Okay, so I feel very much like that Temperance card, it's disruptive energy. You feel like it's out of control, but at the same time you're trying to remain the one to sort of have some sort of balance and power in this situation. I really feel like you're not talking to someone, even though there's so much love here. There's actually, in the unified position, there is love, That's an interesting one. And we got the Lovers card again. So that is the third time you've got the Lovers in your reading. And we haven't even got to the Celtic Cross yet. So they're really indicating, this is either soulmate energy between you and this person, and it's really difficult to walk away from something because there's a toxicity in this relationship. And although the goal, the energy here is, the goal is both of you want to be in a high level union. You want to be together, you want marriage, or you want some sort of commitment here, but neither of you are either discussing it or your actions are not displaying it in some way. And there's some sort of third party sort of interference here, and it's pushed you to the edge, to the ultimate, where you're like, I'm done. I think I'm gonna move on. Okay, but it's a conundrum because you got the Lovers and the Hermit. So it is kind of like, should we be together or should I go solo? Definitely planning for the future there, and trying to like focus on your career instead. That's the energy that I'm getting, Aquarius. But what they're indicating here is that whether you stay or go, it depends on what you want, because it's almost like you're weighing up, would this be a missed opportunity or is there something better? Okay, because the Lovers card, it's giving you that choice, and it's like, if you walk away, Aquarius, in terms of love from somebody, and that may be like not committing to the situation or have some sort of toxic energy, this relationship is imbalanced. It's not really it's kind of in and out kind of energy. If you're deciding to walk away from that relationship, there will be a new option just when you're least expecting it. Okay, just when you're grieving the old relationship and feeling pretty fed up, there will be a new person that comes on in, just to let you know. But also, if you decide to stay with this person, I feel like something more emotionally fulfilling will inject itself into the relationship. Okay, the Four of Water is an energy of contemplation. Okay, what is emotionally fulfilling for you, and trying to work out what is right for you in this moment. There could be an energy of stagnation and boredom, and as a result it's bringing in drama. Okay, now in terms of a work situation, if you're applying this to work, there's an indication here that there is someone within your workspace who is quite harsh, quite sharp, a very rigid kind of person, perhaps even unkind or dishonest in some way. And it feels very much like you're leading with love, but I feel like it's someone you looked up to at one stage, but this person, it's almost like they take a lot of glee in seeing people suffer. Not a very nice energy. And I feel like you may have decided to transfer somewhere else, or you may have decided to seek setting up your own business for a different option, because again we've got this same energy. We just got this energy which is like, you're thinking about walking away because it's too disruptive, and you're thinking about, should you partner up with a different company or a different department or something new, or should you wait for something better to come along, because it feels like you're unfulfilled where you are right now. That's the energy that I'm getting, and that's both in terms of a relationship and in terms of a work situation. Okay, and you're looking at what you're attached to, what is toxic, what is holding you back. There's definitely an energy of releasing yourself from anything that's holding you back right now, and that there is, I feel like someone is trying to control the situation and you're not having it. You're standing up to the status quo. That's the energy that I'm definitely getting. And that Ten of Fire, I mean, that says everything. You're willing to burn it all down to the ground to walk away for something new that is more fulfilling, whether that is, you want to have a high level commitment with somebody and make it work. There needs to be changes, and it's almost like, well, we'll burn it all down to the ground right now. We'll start from the very grassroots. We'll start again from the very beginning. It has to be healthy, and if it's not, then I'm walking. Okay, I really get this energy of you're thinking about walking. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aquarians? How they feel in this moment? What's the heart of the matter? Material harvest. Nine of Pentacles. You're thinking about your career. Okay, this is a solitary energy. Nine of Pentacles is being self-sufficient, having financial gain, but almost like looking at what you've accumulated so far and thinking about in the future what else you would like. Okay, there's two houses there which indicate strong foundations, perhaps thinking about unifying with something, pairing up with somebody else, but right now you're in a solitary energy. So again, Spirit is giving that indication that you're thinking about either partnering up with somebody that you trust, a member of your soul tribe, someone you love, and would partner up with that, unify with them and create a business together, or whether it is you deciding to financially get yourself in a position of structure for the future that is solid, and then think about love coming after that. There's just this energy of solitary energy. Even if you're in a relationship right now, there's some dynamics that are making you feel quite lonely or alone, okay? Right now, it's almost like your head is very much focused on your money, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? I feel like you're looking at the ties that bind, and that's in terms of relationship or people, but also in terms of work. What's the challenge here? Emotional withdrawal. So we've got it again. It's the Eight of Cups, okay? Challenge. Now, either you feel unfulfilled in the situation, or there has been a catalyst. Something has come along. Something has been illuminated with this news that's come on in, that has been highlighted that it's not in your best interest, and you're feeling like you have to detach yourself from a situation. There's also an energy here of fully learning. You get the both sides of this card because it's in this position, which indicates, you want someone from the past to learn from their mistakes. You want to return to this person. They've left a really big imprint on your heart, but they've walked away. And in doing so, you've had to emotionally withdraw as well. If it's in terms of a workspace rather than a relationship, you invested a lot of emotions in this situation. You worked as hard as you could. You gave it all, your blood, sweat, and tears. And you feel like you're not supported. You feel like you're very much alone in this situation, a solitary figure, okay? I feel like I did a read for, I think it was Pisces the other day, and or maybe it was Virgo, but either way, I feel like there was very much like, no matter what, I feel you could be in a room of like 20 people and still feel alone right now. There's this energy of feeling in a solitary energy and trying to work out what is right for you, what is best for you, okay? Underlying feelings for my beautiful Aquarius. What do they need to know? We have memories of love. Okay, again, that's an energy of someone from the past. Okay, Six of Cups is a nostalgia card. It's about, reunions, someone from the past, loving you, offering you love. So, I mean, there's a lot of love in this reading, but there's definitely an energy of some sort of relationship that you're thinking back to that is really deep within your psyche. You may not even admit it to yourself. Okay, no, it's almost like, I'm going to retract that, because what I get is, when, for example, you have mental conflict within yourself, which is like, I don't want to be with that person anymore. They really hurt me. They were an absolute douche, and they deserve karma to come and bitch slap them in the face. And then there'll be those really tender, vulnerable moments where we're on our own and go, why did they do that to us though? I gave everything. I gave my heart, I gave my soul, and I really tried. And it's almost like you wish it could have worked out differently. Okay? I feel like you will get an opportunity to have a discourse, a conversation with this person in March. I feel like there will be a big sort of like, should we stay, should we go kind of energy. There's a lot of respect here, bizarrely, and there's a lot of love, but it feels like emotionally, both of you are like not hitting the marks. Somehow it's like it's not quite there yet. So either this person hasn't spiritually evolved to the position that you're in, or it's basically made you feel like you have to just focus on your money, keep your head down, bury your head, and think about the future financially. But Six of Cups, be mindful when you have a Six of Cups, because it is looking back with rose-tinted glasses, okay? Also, I feel like what's carrying you through this situation is the good old days. So if it's in terms of a business, for example, or where you're working at the moment, it's almost like you're thinking back to the good old days where there was a little bit of nice banter with people, meeting whoever by the coffee machine, saying, hey, how's last night? Did you see the game? That sort of thing. That sort of camaraderie okay? That sort of love, and you feel like because the world has changed like beyond we could ever imagine right now, and maybe there's a lot of people working from home, the energy is different. Everybody is different. Everyone's just knuckling down, head down, trying to get through, okay? But there's also an energy of people thriving as well. But I feel like there's an undercurrent of, I wish it was like it was, but in a good way, I feel, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aquarians? What is behind my beautiful Aquarians? Recent past. Stand your ground. I just get this, you know, as I said right at the beginning, I feel like there is this kind of like sort of two people sort of like being in stalemate kind of energy. You're standing your ground, they're standing their ground. I feel like you are your personal best, absolutely, Aquarius. When you get a 7 of Wands like that, if there's competition within your field, I feel like you're at the top of your game. You're one of the best at what you do, and I feel like you're above the competition there. As you can see, this person is standing triumphant. Okay, 7 of Wands often means that you are a personal best, and you may feel like you have to defend yourself or protect yourself against competition, but I feel like you are above the rest in your situation. Also, 7 of Wands indicates, you know, stand your ground, which means you are leading with authenticity, with passion, with drive. Don't let anyone dull your shine, okay, or stand in the way of what is your happiness. So there's definitely an energy of challenging the status quo. That is what I'm getting. So if you're, for example, sorry, that's in the wrong position here. It's in your recent past. You've either stood up to the powers that be within your situation, or you've stood up to somebody within a relationship, a high level commitment, and it's rocked the boat a little bit. And you're being very shrewd. You got healthy boundaries. You're not letting anyone walk all over you, but you may have withdrawn emotionally from the situation, and what's left is clarity of purpose, but also thinking about what is the best strategy to move through this, okay? I feel like you're letting go of anything that was a false truth. For example, you're getting the truth of a situation, and I feel like you're being honest with yourself and with others, no matter how much it hurts. It's time to just be open and discuss what it is that you want. What are your needs in this situation? Okay, what is the potential? Oh, wow, we got triumph. Okay, so this is a major arcana, and it is the Chariot card. Cancerian energy here. There is action, there is change that leads to success. Okay, so whether you're in a relationship or this is to do with your career, there's definitely an energy of charging on through towards some sort of success by overcoming the obstacles. They have to be addressed and overcome. That's where the action and the change takes part. Also, I feel like there's some sort of journey going on here, both a spiritual journey but also a physical one, because at the beginning of your reading, well, when I was doing the meditation, they kept giving me solar. Okay, so maybe it's an energy of you're powering up. You're powering up and storing your energy for when it is necessary to use it, okay? So I feel very much like you will be galloping towards success, whether it's in the relationship or in your workspace. I feel like there is definitely an energy of wanting to win what is right for you, okay? I feel like you're definitely making your mark. That's the energy that I'm getting. Now, what is in the near future? Base chakra. That is an energy of I have. So you're looking at your foundation, this foundation that you've built both financially, but also if you're in a relationship or you're currently separated from someone, you're looking at the foundation that you and this person built, because the base chakra is about what do you have in this? What did you build? What is the foundation here? So they've asked me to go again, so I will. But there's an energy here of structure, building upon what you have. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? It's almost like you're deciding whether you stay or go based upon what you have. Okay, it's not based on what you could have. It's based on what you have. You're being shrewd. Okay, we've also got fertility. So there's an energy here. Look, we got an emperor and we got an empress here. So again, I cannot ignore the fact that there's an energy of counterparts on the board with 3 major arcana lover cards on the board as well. So there's an energy here of there is so much love and this person feels like your counterpart, but you're wondering what you have. And if you feel like time is running out, if you want to have a family or create something with this person, I feel like there is an energy here of you blossoming, but only blossoming because you realize what you have, and it is strong, whatever it is you've built so far in your situation. There is more abundance to come. So this is the near future. This is living a life of luxury. This is letting nature and fate intervene. This is manifesting your dreams to life because you are a new version of yourself, okay? The Empress, she knows what she's worth. She stands in her power. She stands her ground. And she is very sort of strong in her boundaries and her foundation, and she creates from the heart. Okay, so there's a lot of abundance and harvest time, but I feel like in the near future, you and this person in March, you have I feel like it's the third week of March for you. You have it's almost like there is a conversation that can be had here, you and this person. I feel like this person will contact you before then, but I feel like your proper conversation will not come until the third week of March, okay? If it's in terms of work, I feel like there is a lot of potential around you for something new, to create something new, and build upon also what you have already stored away, okay? Because I feel like it's some sort of harvest time. The Empress is an energy of potential and possibilities. The world is actually brimming with potential for you, and whatever you're trying to manifest, it's coming your way, and you're building something very solid for your future in terms of your career path and finances. Now, how are you feeling? Your advice to yourself in this moment: patience. Now, Aquarius, you have waited a long time. There's sacrifice within this patience. There is purpose within patience. And there is an energy here of re-examining your priorities within your life during that downtime, that temperance time, okay? It's almost like pointing out what is important to you in this moment. You're really reevaluating things, and I feel like that's especially where that Hermit energy comes on in. There's introspection, there's enlightenment, there is knowledge about self. It illuminates the way by going within for clarity. What is you want? And does that mean you stay with a partnership or a business that you're currently in, or do you go? Okay, now let's see what the environment is. It's almost like during this patience, something healthier had an opportunity to grow. It's almost like absence makes the heart grow fonder in terms of relationship. Could also be out of sight, out of mind, because someone just said, the Spirit just said, or out of sight, out of mind. So they're indicating someone just gave me the opposite to that, okay, which is true. That is also the truth. But I feel like in terms of you, the time out has made you really assess what it is that you want and whether you still want it, okay? Now, the environment, the universe. So they're giving me a similar energy of closing something down, okay? Deciding that the lessons are, have been learnt, you've reached a goal, you've come as far as you can within a situation, and unless the other party, whatever that may be, the work situation or the relationship situation, unless they've learned the lessons, or, I feel like you're walking away. There's an energy here of you understanding what you need to do now and actioning it. There's completion. I feel very much like you're moving forward, perhaps even booking a vacation, because there's a lot of movement in your chart for, it's almost like you need a rest. Even though you may have been like, I don't know, working from home, there's still like loads of things to be doing. It's almost like you still don't have like time within the day to do whatever it is that you want to do. Even if you haven't been working at home, you've still been going to the office, there's still an energy of like, damn, I need a rest, man. I really need to take some time out. But I definitely feel it's almost like you may have to feel like you have to give yourself closure. So you are the one, even though this situation is not investing in you, or you feel like it's a toxic situation, it feels like you're having to take back the power and walk away from this, okay? With your head held high. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. It's about perception. But the universe is indicating that you're actually in the exact place that you're meant to be in right now, because it's fated energy. Now, what's hopes and fears? Hopes and fears for March. Hopes and fears. Oh, we got 2 there. Oh, we got 3. Patience and planning. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. Now, 7 of Pentacles is an indication that wherever you put your hard work and attention to, eventually you can work things out and success will appear. Okay, so you may feel like you waited a long time. This Seven of Pentacles, when you address it in terms of a relationship energy, because we got patience and planning, it's almost like, can we save this? If we can, then we need to be patient with each other, and we need to plan things properly in terms of a solid union, two solid pillars that stand together strong within any weather. Okay, you got rain there, hail, snow, fall, sun. You know, it's about building that solid foundation. Also, Seven of Pentacles indicates, you know, you've been working damn hard for your finances and you're starting to see the sprouts of your success, but, you know, there's still a little bit to go. Okay, so you may feel like there's an energy sometimes of giving up. When you don't see the reward, it feels like it's just thrown in the towel. Okay, especially since it's taking a long time. You may feel like whatever it is that you're manifesting isn't coming quick enough, but divine order is at play here. Also, there's an energy, if it's to do with a relationship, that this person you're dealing with, they may, you know, not invest in the relationship as much as you do, and sometimes they check out because they feel like there's no movement forward, and that actually leaves you standing there like, well, I'm willing to try, and you just checked out again, so I gotta shut this down because you're not. But I feel like you're hoping that you can build a solid foundation. And we've also got the awareness card, which is the Magician card. So you're hoping that your manifestations come to realization, that they come into reality. Okay, this is you turning those visions into something that you can tangibly have on the physical plane. There's an energy here of skill, of confidence, of action, moving forward, focusing your images, your desires towards accomplishment. Okay, so whatever it is you're trying to manifest, I feel like you're hopeful that you can build something solid for your future, whether that's investment in your financial future or within a relationship. I feel like you're hoping that you can start from that place, and that whatever it is you're hoping for within the situation, whether it's you want to walk away from something and manifest something new, because the Magician often manifests something new. Okay, then there is potential for that, but you may feel like sometimes it's unfulfilled because there's a doubt creeps in. Okay, scattered energy. And then finally, hope and a fear is Ace of Cups. Love. There being love. You know, either new love, because aces often bring new, or it is a new way of loving with this old person, or a person that you're currently separated from. There's an energy of healthy love being on the table here. This is what you're hoping for. Or perhaps you're hoping for a new opportunity that you love doing, that you can partner up with somebody and do what you love and invest in a future that is emotionally fulfilling in terms of your career. Either way, there's definitely an energy of, again, partnering up with the right energy, a balanced, harmonious love, and it being reciprocal, because I feel like so far you've been disappointed. Okay, there's an energy here of being let down. Now, whether that's in your workspace or in a relationship, I feel like there's an energy of just like, I don't know what to do anymore. I've tried everything. I've tried negotiating. I've tried tipping the balance. I've tried, you know, I've got the stalemate energy going on. I've tried ignoring the situation. It's not working out, okay? But I feel like you're very hopeful that things can change, or you're moving on. Now, what is the outcome here? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. What is the outcome for my beautiful Aquarians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What do they need to know? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Okay, they're actually showing me a sock puppet. It's really cute. So either you've just made a sock puppet for somebody, you know, a child there or something. No, sorry, they just said no to those. Or whether it is, thank you so much. I'll address those in a moment. Whether it is a sock puppet for a child, or, you know, your niece, nephew, or your own child there, or maybe it's an artist project. Perhaps you deal with puppetry or something. There's something in this message for you if that's you, okay? I'm not sure what else it would mean. Maybe it's you're trying to make someone smile. I don't know. Please take it as it resonates. It's not going to be for everybody. But the outcome here is spiritual strength. Wounded warrior persisting. You feel like you're, you know, holding it all together, okay? Because there's a lot of stress here, but you're maintaining your boundaries and you're proceeding. You may feel like there's a lot of weight on your shoulders, but you're trying to find that peace within, that inner strength within to move forward, spiritual strength. And as a result, we got a breakthrough, okay? And that breakthrough, triumph and success, is an Ace of Swords. So there is a successful conversation that is going to be had in March. It is very important. Whether this is news that comes on in to help you move into a different position within your workspace, or whether it is you know, a new job that's coming in, or whether it is a message from the person that you've been hoping to hear from, there's an energy here of success. It's almost like, yes, finally, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, okay? So definitely a breakthrough here, and we're moving from the shadows, the darkness, something that looks untoward like a storm, into something that is more like you can breathe. It's more exciting, and looks like it's going to turn out for the better. It's going to be a brighter day after all. And we got number 4. Heart chakra, wide open, important. It's about letting the love in, okay? There is a lot of love here, okay? Now, whether that's within your workspace or whether it is for what you do or a relationship, it indicates you're surrendering to whatever your heart wants, okay? And whatever that is, it will be successful, but it requires some sort of communication or news that is coming on in. Now, there is wonderful news coming on in that allows you to do what you love or be with who you love, but it requires an element of patience and proceeding with, you can't fast track this. That's the energy that I'm getting, okay? Now I'm just going to quickly give you some final clarity. Anything further for my beautiful Aquarians? What else do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? Thank you so much. Oh, wow, that just got stuck right in the center there. 7 of Swords, running away energy, okay? Sabotage energy. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. It's almost like it's a conversation that needs to be had, but someone keeps running away. But it looks like it's that in and out energy. So either someone is either breadcrumbing you, or you know, is sort of like giving you a little bit of communication and then running away. I feel very much like this is the thing that's keeping you like anxious. You're like, this person, there's something under the surface. Now, whether this is at work, underhandedness, or it feels like this dishonesty. I mean, it could be a third party interference going on, but I feel very much like whatever this person has done, there's a lot of anxiety. There needs to be a big conversation, okay? Now, whether it's at work or not, it feels like you want to run away from it all. That's the energy that I'm getting. The 2 of Wands in reverse, King of Swords. I mean, we got a Queen of Swords there. They're definitely indicating a partnership here. Yeah, okay. So there's some sort of dishonesty or I'm going to say unkindness that's happened here, okay? We got an Ace of Swords, which indicates, you know, a poor judgment. Someone told either an untruth or, you know, withheld information. There's a lot of stress that came from the situation. Nobody's talking to each other. It's not all out in the open. Now, is it savable, whatever the situation is? Yes, it is. But it requires deep conversation and an understanding. Justice, I mean, justice will prevail. It's in the upright, which indicates it's a Libran energy. There will be a solution that is found, but it comes through truth and it comes from communication. The sword is up. I feel very much like you'll be judging the situation in a fair way, but I feel like things will work out in an equal way as well. You may even have to deal with somebody in terms of a legal, you know, because sometimes the Justice card indicates a legal proceeding. So I feel like whoever this person is, if they've really done a number on you, there's an energy here that there will be a breakthrough after a period of feeling like there's complete stalemate energy, but I feel like justice will be served, karma will be served, and I feel like you have, you know, the potential here is for you to win. I don't know what that means. So either it's someone at your workspace trying to sabotage you in some way or be unkind, and you're going to overcome that obstacle and you're going to win the situation. There's underhandedness here, or there's just this energy of unfairness. But we got 3 of Pentacles again, so there's definitely an energy here of either third-party interference, or, because I'm feeling it from this card, they're just saying knots landing, knots landing, knots landing. That sounds familiar. Knots landing. They're showing me a TV set, a really old TV set. So maybe it is an old TV, maybe it's an old TV show. They just showed me a really old TV set that's like square, and it's got those two antennae that comes out of it. They're showing me that. So maybe it's an old TV show, Knots Landing. I'm not sure what that means or why it means anything. Maybe it means drama. I don't know. Please take it as it resonates. But they're indicating here that it feels like there is like the team is threatened in some way, and you're thinking about walking away from a team, or you're walking away from this. Because I feel like this is you, Aquarius. You know, you're taking back the power and abandoning this situation because it's making you feel really nervous. You felt left out in the cold anyway. So I feel like you're deciding to move forward. The King of Swords, I mean, this could be somebody you're dealing with who is like narcissistic behavior, someone who's very corrupt, someone who's really underhanded. I mean, the Two of Wands means you're not even waiting anymore. You know, you're just, it feels like everything that you'd hoped for in the situation hasn't gone the way you'd hoped. So therefore, you're taking back the power to sort of move forward and either find new love, because aces bring new, find new love for what you do elsewhere, or find new love with somebody else elsewhere. And in the meantime, build a solid financial foundation. But I feel like a conversation is coming from somebody. And I feel like even if you're just clearing the air, that's still a breakthrough, okay, for you to move on. But it feels very much like the universe is really indicating that you're thinking about ending this, and you know, you've come as far as you can within this situation, because the devil is showing up in the protagonist energy. There's still some sort of toxic energy. And once the trust is broken, Aquarius, I mean, it's really hard, because they're showing me that plate. When you mend a plate back together, you see the cracks. It'll never be the same. The trust gets broken within seconds, something that takes a long time to build up. So they're asking me to leave it there. It's your call. Please use your intuition in this situation. But if you're walking away from somebody, there will be somebody new. But I feel like there's so many, nothing is ever black and white. There's so much dynamics. You know, there's always the gray area of thinking of the good old days when things worked out well. You know, why can't it be just like that? But sometimes it's just wishful thinking, you know. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What do you need to think about? Balance. They've asked me to go again, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. They've actually shown me someone turning on a TV set now and hearing that electricity as it goes, it sort of powers up. There's a lot of energy about powering up in March for you. Okay, please take it as it resonates. If you just turned on the TV set, then there's something in this message for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. You've asked for one more for my beautiful Aquarians. What else do they need to know regarding March? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What is it they need to know? They just said, you got mail. You got mail. You got mail. You got mail. So maybe you do got mail. Maybe you have mail. There's a message coming on through. Balance and centering. So it is about, you know, riding out that storm. Okay, balance and centering. There's definitely, I mean, out of all the deck you could have got, you got the two cards about remaining in, you know, in patience, harmony, balance, centering. You know, there's, you know, dreams. You could have got any card here. Celebration, intuition, union, you know, freedom, truth, grace, playfulness, peace. You could have got any of those cards, but you got the two cards that are about maintaining some sort of balance within the situation, being fair, being, you know. Now they've asked me to look at this card a little bit closer. One moment, please. So they're indicating that she's coming out of the mirror, which indicates she's coming out of the illusion. She's coming out and being authentic within whatever it is that she wants, okay? So there's an energy here of, you know, stepping out of the illusion and seeing what's real, what you have, that base chakra energy, what it is that you've got, and whether you want to wait any further. They give me the initials PK, okay? PK, so either your initials are PK or your person's is, or maybe that's the name of a company that you work at. They're also showing me a ticket stub for, I mean, if I look at it, it looks like an admission slip for, like a ticket stub for a cinema or something. Maybe you're putting stuff away right now and you're just putting away a ticket stub for a cinema or something like that. It's like they're showing me, it says admit one. Please take it as it resonates. I'm not sure what that means. So it must be something that you're doing in this moment. A ticket stub, maybe sorting through all things and seeing, like, you know, all ticket stubs, and you're deciding to let go of all the memories or things like that. Please take it as it resonates. It's a strange image to give me right now. Maybe you've just gone to the cinema if there is a cinema open. We have yin. Okay, now the yin is the feminine energy, but it is about allowing abundance to come towards you, Aquarius. You don't need to go out and do anything right now. I think the messages are going to come to you. The opportunities are going to come to you. I feel very much like there's a conversation that is coming that is very important. But I feel like once this situation proves itself to you, you decide whether you want to stay or go. But I'm going to read from the book. Again, as you can see, there's a lot of love energy here. Okay, even though there's love, sometimes it just doesn't work out the way that we hoped. But let's see what it says from the book. Number 2. Okay. The feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. It says this is the time when the most effective action is to allow others to show you the way forward. Observe their behavior and follow their lead. Your desire to push through must take a backseat for now. Collaborate and offer your ideas rather than dictate what must happen. Let others come to you. It's important that they feel that they have the power now. Another meaning is that releasing your need to have things in the form that you want. How do you want to feel, basking in your success? Now allow the universe to show you the form. Yin is a sign of essence. Things may go more smoothly than you expect. That's interesting. Please take that energy as it resonates. I'm going to give you the relationship message as well, because we got a bit of, a lot of love on the table. Let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. Okay, so that's really interesting, because as I was reading that, they were showing me the Queen of Air. Okay, and she's very shrewd. Now, male or female, not a gender-specific reading, it's about the energy. But what they were giving me in that, when I was reading that just now, is that sometimes when we sit back and we allow others to have the power, it is actually a more powerful position for you to sit back, because you allow someone to really show you who they are. Okay, sometimes it's shrewd to sit back and watch who they are, because they show you. It's almost like you let someone just talk and talk and talk. Eventually they will reveal themselves. Okay, so you sit back and you just assess the situation. It's not a game, but it's allowing someone to come towards you to prove to you in the situation. Okay, so I don't feel like you're really giving away your power in that. I feel like you're gaining the power by allowing someone else to think that they have the power. And then once they think they have the power, they actually show you who they are with that power. I hope that makes sense, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aquarians? What do they need to know? Okay. Ooh. So we have an angel here. And it says here, angels are watching over you. Okay, so you're being guided within the situation. You're not alone, just so you're aware. You may feel like you're spiritually holding everything together by yourself. And it feels very much like you may feel alone, but your guides are with you, your angels are with you. You are not alone. They are helping you weather this storm, and you will come out on top. You got the Justice card in the upright, which means, yes, it may be unfair, but karma will prevail, and you will get a solution to the situation that benefits you, okay? They want me to put that on the Chariot card, the Triumph card right there. They're guiding you towards success. They're guiding you to whatever it is that you want in this situation. Also, we have grapes. So perhaps there may be some sort of sour grapes here in this situation, because when I touch this first, there is a little bit of a bitter taste there, but they're indicating perhaps it's sour grapes, but also there could be celebration. But I feel like it's a tinge of both. It's kind of bittersweet, whatever this is. Okay, there's a lot of abundance. Oh, they're showing me, they're asking me to look closer. You probably can't see it because it's so small, but right in the corner there on the right hand side, there's a little rose. Okay, so the rose indicates peace. So yeah, there may be sour grapes, but there will also be peace. There's an energy here of things working out in your favor and being fruitful as well. Sorry, they're just... Okay. So I did a reading earlier. I feel it was for Pisces as well. And they gave me a port wine stain on the neck. And they're actually just saying port wine stain again to me, and they're indicating the neck. So perhaps you have a placement in that area and you watched a reading. If that's you, then there's something in this message for you, but they're mentioning it again. So perhaps you have a port wine sort of birthmark. I don't know why they're calling it a stain. Maybe you call it a stain. I would call it a birthmark. I'm channeling at the moment, so they're giving me the words. So port wine birthmark on your neck, on the left-hand side, okay? That's not going to be for everyone. So, oh, wow, that's really interesting. They want this on the devil card. What is that about? Maybe it's about addiction. Maybe there's some sort of alcohol addiction here because wine comes from grapes, right? So perhaps the underlying situation here is there's an alcohol problem that is fueling this toxic behavior, and you've dealt with it. It's all under the surface, but now you've had enough now. Okay, it could be some sort of toxic behavior like that. Please take it as it resonates. It's not going to be for everyone. Just as I'm about to close, they're saying Joe. Okay, so perhaps your name is Joe, or the person you're dealing with is called Joe, who's really kind of like creating some sort of drama. I will leave it there. I hope, my beautiful Aquarians, something resonated in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press the little bell. Apparently that's important. It lets you know when I update my next message. Lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me. Just before we close, they're showing me a bracelet and it's got a lock on it. Okay, it's like a padlock. It seems to be gold. It could even be rose gold, but it just looks gold. Rather than silver, it's kind of warmth. It's got a warmth about it, so I feel like it's gold. It's a bracelet, and it's got a lock on it. I mean, could even be like a famous, I don't know anything really about famous designers and things, but could even be Tiffany kind of like padlock. I think I've seen one of those before. I don't know if they do gold. So, but that's the energy that I'm getting. So maybe look up if you've got that sort of bracelet. I mean, that could have been a gift given to you by somebody, either somebody at work, the work situation for time served at the company, or it could be you know, an ex-partner or something who's coming to talk. There's definitely some sort of major conversation that's connected to this bracelet. They're indicating this bracelet is important. Okay, I will leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Aquarians. Love and light.